Good morning. It is Monday. That weekend went quickly, didn't it? And remember, as I always say, on a Monday, treat yourself kindly. This is your practice day. You do not have to hit the ground running on a Monday, even though many of you will be walking into classrooms and your teachers will, want 101 things done all at the same time. Realise you do not have to buy into that. Give yourself time, get to work a little bit earlier, sit in your car if you have to and drink some coffee from a thermos flask and just allow yourself to sort of merge into the week. This is your practice day. Be kind to yourselves. Okay, so this week I want to look at the thorny issue of being triggered. By that I mean when you get sort of like instantaneously mad at something or someone. Maybe it's the way they say something, the words that they use. It's draining. It really is. It's draining physically and mentally. And so I want to look at that and show you what's happening, because once you're aware of it, that is half the battle. So I think the main thing you need to know is that basically most of us are no more aware than our dog, or if you don't have a dog, your friend's dog, all right? And that's because 95%, up to 95% of what we do is subconscious habit, all right? Now, it has to be that way because if we thought about everything we did every day, we would never get anywhere. So from, cleaning your teeth in the morning, if you had to concentrate on cleaning your teeth and think, now how do I do this? And do it consciously every day, walk down the stairs consciously, make your first hot drink consciously, you'd never get out of the house, all right? So the brain is very clever, and there is part of it that collects all the things that you do repetitively and makes them into habits, all right? It's the same with the children at school. Routines become habits once they've done something over and over and over again. But this does mean that often we are unaware of our own behaviour. So I use a dog because dogs are a great analogy. If you've ever seen a dog, if you've got a dog and your other half winds your dog up about an imaginary cat in the garden, you watch your dog get like completely wound up over this, and you think to yourself, why on earth, good morning Jackie, lovely to see you. You think to yourself, why on earth is why do they get wound up every single time? You think that they would know that my other half is just teasing. But the thing about your dog is your dog does not have the sophisticated part of the brain that human beings have. So your dog is not capable of thinking, do you know what? I'm fed up with this game. I'm just not going to play it anymore. No, every single time your other half winds your dog up about the imaginary cat, your dog will be triggered. And this is how the more primitive part of our brain works. If you think something, like if you think a happy thought, your brain will give you more happy thoughts related to the original happy thought. If you think a depressed thought, your brain will give you more of those depressed thoughts. It's a bit like how the internet works. If you go onto the internet and you buy something, or you nearly buy something, at some point during the day you are going to see that something or something similar as you're scrolling through social media, all right? Or as you're Googling something, you're going to see an advert for the thing that you bought or nearly bought. So the internet, if you do X, it will give you more of X. And that is what our brains are designed to do, to shortcut things so that we're not having to constantly think about everything we do. But that does mean that a lot of our behaviour is subconscious, and so you're not aware of what is going on. And this week I want to make you aware of the things that trigger you, because it is such a waste of your mental and physical energy to be reacting to this thing or this person in a way that is negative. All right, we all know those times when somebody says something and you like hit the roof, and then how long does it take you to come down from that? All right, and that's just repetitive behavior. And what I want this week is to get you out of that, to make you aware of what it is you are doing, to make you aware of the things that trigger you, to enable you to create alternative responses, and then get you to the point where you can catch yourself in the act. So this week, I literally want you to be less dog, all right? We all love our dogs, but, you know, we don't want that part of our brain that is more like our dog's brain to be in control of us, all right? We want to be in control, and it is perfectly possible for that to happen. So that's what we're going to look at this week. So thank you, Jackie, for joining me. I hope it's a happy Monday. I hope the sun is shining. I do not know what the weather is going to be like here in Devon. It is still dark outside. But I hope the sun is shining where you are. And yes, thank you, Jackie, for joining me. And thank you to you if you are watching this later on today. And I hope you join me for the rest of the week, because I think it's going to be a really good week. You know, learning the things that trigger you and how to not to be triggered is going to be a really, really useful thing to learn. So have a brilliant day, and I will see you all tomorrow.